Two police officers sacrificed their lives to rescue a driver from a burning truck just before it exploded. If they had been a few seconds later, the driver might not have survived. The officer very quickly saved the teammate from the car crash. In a store with 3 employees, suddenly, one of the employees rushed out in a panic. It turned out he had discovered a girl forgot to apply the brakes on her car, and the vehicle was rolling down the street amidst heavy traffic with many moving cars. Fortunately, the car came to a stop due to the extremely quick response of the employee. It was indeed a very dangerous situation. A man without concern for his own life bravely plunged into the strong currents of a flood to rescue 2 young children. He truly exemplifies a hero. A 2-year-old girl fell from a window and was swiftly rescued by a man. Had he not noticed her, she might have lost her life. The man on the motorbike fell on the railroad tracks. Immediately, a Czech young man rescued the fallen person from the railroad tracks, simultaneously pulling the motorbike off the tracks just before the train arrived. What a true hero. A child was speeding uncontrollably on a bicycle due to brake failure, and fortunately, this man intervened just in time to rescue them. He was in the right place at the right time. A young man saved a neighbor's kid from walking into the road when all the cars were moving really fast. What a hero. This guy sacrificed his life to save a little girl from getting hit by a car. What a hero. A Japanese young man swiftly rescued an elderly woman from an oncoming train as she tried to cross the tracks. A little girl fell into a lake and couldn't swim. Fortunately, there was a man who noticed and rescued her. A brave young man swiftly saved a dog tied to the railroad tracks just before the train approached. It's truly remarkable. If he had been a few seconds slower, both the young man and the dog could have lost their lives. A unlucky little boy fell onto the train tracks, but fortunately, people quickly came to his rescue just before the train arrived. A motorcyclist in Brazil quickly hit the brakes to rescue a baby in a stroller that was rolling downhill at a high speed. Thankfully, the young man was able to save the baby just in time. The child quickly set up the ladder to rescue their mother. Truly, a clever and resourceful child. The man quickly jumped inside the car and hit the brakes when the car started moving fast without a driver. The man quickly grabbed the three-wheeled vehicle and nearly overturned. Excellent reflexes saved the car and driver from an accident. Two men quickly saved the baby being swept away by the flood. Two men riding bicycles collided, but the man on the right promptly kept the man on the left from falling. The two men attempted to overturn the flipped car, but it proved to be very difficult. Subsequently, many people in the vicinity rushed to help, and together they successfully flipped the car. What a beautiful and heartwarming gesture. Two men were walking. Suddenly, a truck fell down right next to them. Luckily, the man saved his friend in an instant by pulling hard away from where the truck fell. Otherwise, that man would have lost his life. The extremely quick-witted man used a large piece of concrete to stop the bus that was losing its brakes and plummeting downhill. Two students quickly pushed the car that ran out of gas off the road. A police officer suffered a heart attack while leading the way. Fortunately, many people stopped to help him get to the hospital. A man is attempting to break the window of a car submerged in a lake. It turns out he is trying to save a dog trapped inside the vehicle.